All right, so let's talk about work-life balance as a doctor. Here's a little bit of a secret though. Doctors are not the only ones that struggle with work-life balance. In fact, most high achievers, people that are driven to be successful, that are excellent at their craft, we all struggle with this fact. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna give you a couple of key things that my doctors do in order to regain work-life balance, okay? So the first thing is, let's say that you're an insurance provider. Here's what a schedule looks like for you. You have 30 clients or 30 new patients a day, plus a couple of follow-ups. By the end of the day, you're probably seeing 50, 60 patients. And you're doing that 4-5 days a week. Then you go home at night and you have to do all your charting, or you do it on the weekend, so you really don't feel like you get any time. All right, here's the first thing you do. Go through all of your insurance providers and cut the bottom 20%. Yep, that's exactly what I just said. You're gonna cut the bottom 20% of your insurance providers, the ones that don't pay you, that send you denial letters, that treat you like garbage and make you run through hoops to get paid the money that you richly deserve, right? So let's just get rid of the people that are the bad actors. Hey, I'm Matthew Galogli, and I'm a maverick. Well, what is a maverick? A maverick goes against the grain. We find our own way. And if you're sick and tired of being pushed around by the insurance companies, come join us. We'll show you the way out, and you'll love medicine again. Now, before I share this next one with you, I want to teach a concept to you. And this concept is based on science, and it's called the Pareto Principle. Now, the Pareto Principle was discovered in the early 20th century by the Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto. And what he noticed was that he was out in his garden and he noticed that in the sunflower head, the head of a sunflower, he noticed that 80% of the seeds were in 20% of the surface. He noticed that 20% of the pea pods created 80% of the peas, right? And so in the 80-20 principle, what we know is that 20% of our efforts create 80% of our outcome. Now think about that. This is a scientific nature principle that if you violate, it doesn't work. Now, how do we know that if we violate, it doesn't work? Simple. Communism. There's a reason why communism doesn't work. Now, on paper, it sounds great. We're going to take all the wealth, we're going to redistribute it to everybody, and everybody's going to have equal. Guess what? 20% of the people wind up controlling 80% of the wealth anyway. And in some of those cases, it's 1% control 99%. So you can't violate nature. If you violate nature, nature comes back and it smacks you upside the head, and it's not pretty. So I want you to use science when it comes to getting control back of your life, of creating space. So this getting rid of the 20% of your underperformers, now what we've done is we've created more space. Creating a day, 1 day a week, where you can focus on just working with cash patients, that's an 80-20 principle. Creating 1 day a week where you have all this time to yourself, that's an 80-20 principle. All of this is designed that we're gonna create just little slivers that's gonna give us a lot more production and a lot more positive outcome and positive output, okay? So then we start to apply this to everything that we do in business, okay? Now, if you look at your business, and we're sitting here and we're talking about having good work-life balance. It's impossible to just say, I'm gonna start having good work-life balance. I want you to use science and nature to create more work-life balance. And it's fantastic when you do it. So now let's take that 80-20 principle and let's apply that to your entire schedule. Now watch how this works. If you continually look at your schedule and you start to look at it through the lens of who are the 20% that generate 80% of the income for my practice. And you might sit there and think, oh, come on, Matt, all insurance providers are the same. No, they're not. I have clients that have done this and they've gone through and they've fired over 60% of their insurance providers in the span of 90 days. And guess what? Their business continues to run and they have more time to take care of the great patients and they have more time for themselves. You want some more great insights of how to get more great work-life balance? I'll tell you what, that was just one insight. I've got lots of them in my book, The Anatomy of a Seven-Figure Medical Practice. And it's yours for free. Just follow the link that's you're seeing pointed or somewhere on this video. It'll take you right to the page. You can get the book for absolutely free. And this book right here has all kinds of great information that's going to give you more work-life balance so that you can tell the insurance companies to take a hike and leave you alone. So get the book. Follow the link that's on here, and we'll talk to you soon.